Crap, I'm not actually recording. There we go. Okay. Hey everybody, Lawless here. I finally picked another video series to start. I'm gonna do a video series on Warcraft 3. Gonna do a full campaign playthrough. From the start of Reign of Chaos all the way to the end of Frozen Throne. I might skip out on the founding of Durotar, because it's not really an RTS, but we'll see when we get there. The one nuance to this series is I may not be able to have the cinematics in my actual YouTube footage, because the capture, like, just completely bricks whenever I try to capture the cinematics, no matter how I do it. And all of the fixes are not ideal. So I'm going to see if I can find another way to get the cinematic footage and then just edit it into my videos. So if the cinematics are there, wonderful. There will be one right after I'm done talking for this intro. Otherwise, we'll just go straight into the levels. It's very unfortunate because there's a lot of story in the cinematics. But if I can't splice them in, there should be uploaded cinematics for this game on YouTube, and I might just like put links to them or something. We'll see. I'll try to find some way to make it work, but no guarantees on that because, again, my capture just doesn't like the cinematics in this game, like, at all. I considered switching games, but I realized all the other games that I want to play are also old school and therefore would have the same issues. It's a DirectX problem. My capture works best with a modern DirectX. These games run off of an old school one, so it has issues with detection and all this bullshit. Anyways, point is, there just might not be cinematics, and that's unfortunate. You guys may see that at the bottom of the screen there's a black bar. That's due to aspect ratio stuff. I have to play in windowed mode to get the capture going and all this stuff. I theoretically could fix it, but I think this will be better anyways, because then my overlay and all that will cut off less of the screen. I might need to make myself smaller too, depending on how much of the screen I take up, but it should be fine. So, yeah, anyways, point is, if there's any feedback, let me know in the comments below, please. Let me know if there's anything that should be improved. If this black bar is absolutely unbearable, then let me know. And also, there's been a problem that I've been noticing every time I record, which is that I get very washed out. My actual capture shows me as being very orange, and the actual file upon viewing the recording and looking at my stream, I'm actually a lot more white and ghost-like. And I don't know why that's happening. I've tried to do some troubleshooting myself, but haven't had any success with it. So, if any of you at home have any idea why that happens and have any recommendations for how to fix that, please let me know. So, tedious rambling intros aside, let's just get into the game. I am going to play the tutorial just for some of the story. Somewhere in the Arathi Highlands, Thrall, the young war chief of the Orcish horde, wakes from his troubling dream.
It was not a nightmare, young war chief, but a vision. Follow me, and I will reveal what your future holds.
I don't know what this is all about, but I'll play along.
This is not picking up. There we go. It's a little quiet. Apparently when I whisper, my mic doesn't pick it up. To know. Lame. I will double the game audio from 1 to 2. I guess the reason I did that was for cinematics, which don't really matter anyways. So I can actually do this. Be less awful. Okay, let's see how this is. Oh, really? Alright, well, I'm doing this mostly for YouTube anyways, but apparently streaming is having issues. Which, of course, is just more and more tech issues. Alright.
Excellent. You seem eager to be on your way. However, you must first learn how to give orders to Thrall. Try ordering Thrall to move down the path towards the nearby banner. To do this, click the move button in the bottom right corner of your screen and then click on the banner.
So there is a butt ton of okay. Apparently my internet's just bricked today. There is a ton of dialogue in this opening part for tutorial stuff. I'm gonna skip through it all because it's just needless dialogue, so you're gonna hear a lot of weird voice stuff. Sorry if you're gonna hear that beeping for a bit as it tries to reconnect, but it's because my internet is just apparently bricked. Again. Even though we literally just fixed this. We spent the afternoon fixing it. Today is just tech issue day. Alright. So, that's getting annoying. Stop trying to connect. Okay. So, I'm just gonna play. Because I'm still recording. But yeah, so basically this is Warcraft 3, it's a, oh what? Scrolling in windowed mode is like actually awful.
Very good.
That's gonna be annoying. Okay, I'll just have to move with the arrow keys. Yeah, so this is Warcraft 3, a classic in RTS games. The reason why I'm playing this one first is because I think it will capture the best and run the best at first. Also has very, very good stopping points between levels.
Prepare yourselves. I sense a gnoll ahead.
To order Thrall's forces to defeat this foul creature, select all of your troops, click on the attack button, and then click on the gnoll.
This was only a scout, but the gnoll's camp lies just ahead.
Order your troops to perform an aggressive attack move into the enemy encampment. To do this,
alrighty,
troops. Click the attack button.
Yeah, so I decided to play this game because it was already installed. It has convenient breakpoints. It's an RTS, which is great, and it's a bit newer one, meaning it should run it really, really well. Now that being said, I've been dealing with tech issues all afternoon, so perhaps not. But yeah.
Honor. Yes. War Chief, we've discovered a group of Murloc raiders in the nearby river.
The Murlocs would make excellent targets for your new chain lightning spell.
So, we'll see how the rest of the series goes. In the future, I want to play other RTS games on stream. I want to play The Lord of the Rings, The Battle for Middle-earth, #1. That game is incredible. Really, really well-made RTS that's really, really fun. Oh shit, did I not grab the item? I did not, because I'm bad. Isn't it just a mana potion, though? I think it's just a mana. But yeah, so I want to play the Battle for Middle-earth. I want to play Warcraft 2, but I'm sure getting Warcraft 2 to capture will be even more of a nightmare than getting this game to capture. And then, ooh, I might be able to reconnect. Hey, apparently it just worked. Wonderful. Okay. So,
the wolf howl signifies that night has begun.
Yeah, tutorial stuff. There's a couple side paths in this first level, actually. I'm gonna save these for the actual Orc campaign. Oh, apparently it didn't connect.
For honor. Yes. An ogre. We'd have a fierce battle on our hands if the beast weren't sleeping. Your time has come.
Alright, so the internet's probably going to be really, really inconsistent, so if you hear those beeps, I apologize. But that's just how it's going to be today.
Yes.
Luckily, this is just the tutorial levels anyways, but yeah. So this is real-time strategy. For those who don't know what real-time strategy games are, basically you command a small army, and you fight tactically, and you have to make lots of decisions with army composition, all these fancy buzzwords. In this game, you have hero units, which in this case are like Thrall. And with Thrall, can I like bind mouse to? No, because it's not supposed to be running in windowed mode. Ah, capturing this game is just awful. But yeah, so there's hero units which have spells and stuff. If you're familiar with League of Legends or Dota, they started with this game. They're actually a mod of this game. But the difference is that rather than controlling one unit, like you do in MOBAs, in this game you control a small army that you build buildings to make upgrades, to make units, all kinds of stuff. You'll probably figure it out pretty quick. Alrighty.
Excellent. Thrall has found a magic ring.
So that ring is like actually really helpful, like incredibly helpful for early on. Like it's actually like armor in this game is pretty like nuts. It's super good. So it's definitely something that is good to have, and it'll be nice to start the Orc campaign with it. Basically, anything I do with Thrall in these tutorial levels rolls over into the actual Orc campaign. So that's why it's worth doing. Yeah, I don't need my mana for anything else. I'm going to save my mana potion, though. It actually makes a huge difference on the opening levels. Ooh, Manual of Health.
Very good.
Yeah, so 50 to my maximum HP, a ring, 2 potions, and an extra level. Yeah, is what I get from just this first tutorial level. And there's like 2 more parts to the tutorial, 1 more part to the tutorial. So it's actually like, it has you start with a pretty big advantage for the Orc campaign. So that's why I like doing the tutorial. Alright, there should be an in-game cutscene, which should work just fine.
Greetings, son of Duratan. I knew you'd find your way.
It was you I saw in the vision. Who are you? How do you know me?
I know many things, young war chief, about you and your people. My identity at this time is unimportant. What is important is that you rally your people and leave these shores immediately.
Leave? What's this all about, human?
Human? I left my humanity behind long ago. I am something different now. Know that I have seen the future and beheld the great burning shadow that is coming to consume this world. You sense it as well, don't you?
The demons are returning.
Yes, and only by leading your people across the sea to the distant lands of Kalimdor will you have a chance to stand against them.
But how could we...
I will answer all of your questions in time, young war chief. For now, rally your warriors and prepare to leave this land. We will speak again.
Alrighty, I'm gonna refresh my Twitch. Make sure that it's coming in alright. Oh. Well, luckily it's a menu screen anyways, but... Hey!
It's been 3 days and this prophet has yet to show himself. I hope I'm not making a huge mistake by trusting you. War Chief, the clans are assembling as you ordered, but it will take them some time to reach us. Then we must prepare this camp immediately. I want my warriors to have food and proper lodgings when they arrive. Yes, War Chief. Warrior, has there been any word from Grom Hellscream? He and the Warsong clan were supposed to have been here by now. No, War Chief. We haven't heard from Hellscream in some time. Damn it, Grom. Where the hell are you?
As I recall, actually... Yep.
The blinking
See,
button at the top of the screen indicates that your quest journal has been updated. To find out more about your objectives...
It's weird, because the scrolling... It kind of works.
order to establish a base and recruit more troops, it is necessary to collect 2 different types of resources. Once a peon has been ordered to harvest gold, he will automatically travel back and forth between the gold mine and your closest Great Hall.
More in
Here are a
tutorial
few
stuff.
additional peons. To increase the rate of gold collection, order them to harvest. The amount of gold that you currently possess is displayed in the upper right portion of your screen. As peons return to your Great Hall with gold, your gold stockpile increases. Training a unit takes time. When your Great Hall is selected, you can see a progress indicator in the bottom middle portion of your screen.
Yes. Ready to work. Yes.
In order to support a larger population, additional orc burrows will have to be constructed. Burrows provide the food that allows you to train more troops. To construct a burrow, select one of your peons.
Ready to work. What do you want?
Now, click on the Build Structure button in the command card.
Because I have to scroll with the arrow keys. This is
In order to produce additional buildings, you
this
must
is
gather
going to
more
be
lumber
how
from
I
the nearby
control. Most of the time, I'm not going to use.
forest. To harvest lumber,
Also,
select
like,
the peon and
actually,
right-click on a
Twitch,
nearby tree.
If you could load chat ever, that would be nice.
For honor.
Really? It did no damage? There we go. Chat's finally loaded. Okay. Oh my god. There we go.
Now that your peon has been assigned to gather lumber, you will automatically travel back and forth between the forest and your closest Great Hall.
Spirits are restless.
Alrighty. Yeah, so the reason why I wanted to play some RTS games are because, well, RTSs have always been games that I've loved.
Can increase the efficiency of your lumber harvester. Try ordering a peon to construct a war mill near where your peons are chopping wood.
And
I am the warchief.
I've been kind of depressed about the lack of RTS games in
Increase the rate
recent
at which
history,
you collect lumber,
or at least the
train
lack
your
of good ones.
peons and assign them to harvest from the forest.
Overall, I feel like the genre is kind of dead, and that's really sad because I think there's still a lot that can be done. Obviously, my studio could do something with it. I'm an independent game designer and all that, but we already have way too much on our plate, and RTS is not our specialty, so we're not going to work on it. But yeah, I think there could be a lot more done with the genre than what is done, and so yeah,
Be happy to.
I'm just kind of sad about it. I don't really think there's any other way to put it.
Something you're doing? Look, regard, work complete. Double. Yes.
Right.
Ready to work.
Oh shit,
War
I
mills
should
contain various upgrades that can be researched to improve your troops. To see what
build a
upgrades are
second
available,
barracks.
select your war mill.
Work.
Hit.
All
Both these up.
available upgrades appear as buttons in the War Mill's command card. To research an upgrade, left-click on the one you want to purchase.
I will use control groups because
You have just placed a rally point for your structure. Whenever a unit finishes training from this building,
I know
it will
how rally
automatically
points
travel
work.
to the rally point's location. To place
Okay, the music sounds a little loud to me, but looking at the audio levels, it should be. You know what? Turn specifically the music down. Excuse me. That should be good. Okay.
Work complete.
That's the other great thing about these tutorials is they'll act as a good dry run.
Yes. Ready to work. I can do that.
That's definitely enough peons.
Continue producing grunts until you reach your quest requirement.
More lumber.
Oh.
Work complete. Be happy to. My life for the Horde. We need more gold.
Yeah, you do. Grunts are expensive, but grunts are so strong. Like, grunts are stupid good in this game. Grunt rushing is, like, super a thing in this game. Or at least it was for a period of time. I can't speak anything about the relative meta now. I mean, as far as I know, it's not played that much, but... grunts are, like... They have, like, double the health of, like, a lot of the starting units for most races. So if you can get, like, enough grunts fast enough, they just don't, like, other races just don't have the damage output to do it. So you can destroy their first little army. Sure, a lot of your grunts will be weak, but if they don't have anything that can do damage, it doesn't matter how weak they are, they'll still just crush. You will be doing damage and they will not be.
We need more gold. We need more gold. We need more gold. The spirits.
I think, like, over here or something, there's actually, like, another gold mine. Something weird like that.
My life for the Horde.
Which I found to be an interesting
Yes.
thing that they put into the game. I put the rally point on Thrall, and now whenever I hit 2, you know what, I should also put it on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because that's just not a player that I am. I can train grunts while I'm away doing stuff, and they'll come to Thrall.
You orcs are in violation of the Alliance Internment Act. We've already captured one of your leaders. If you surrender now, we'll spare your lives.
Coming from Warcraft 2, that was actually hype.
They say they've captured one of our
I
leaders.
thought,
Maybe they're
because in Warcraft 2,
I hope not. But if they have captured Hellscream, I'll make them regret it. Loktar Ogar! Come, my warriors. We must drive the humans back.
in Warcraft 2, right, it was all, like, there was a huge part of the game that was about ship warfare. And,
Yes.
that ship warfare made a really, really big impact in the game. What made me hype is I saw that bridge building and went, oh, can you build bridges in this game? That would be super cool. And it's, like, actually, like, not... You can't build bridges, that was just a thing.
Move Thrall and the rest of your forces across the bridge and locate Grom. One of your structures was damaged during the fight.
Yes, tutorial
To
guy, I
repair
know.
a damaged building, select a peon, click the repair button, and then left-click on the desired structure.
For honor. Yes. For honor. For honor.
Yeah, so,
Yes.
yeah, so Warcraft 3, yay! It looks like everything's actually working. I'm recording, I'm streaming, the game's being captured correctly, sound levels seem good.
For honor.
But yeah, so yeah, obviously I wasn't planning on recording today, like, at all. The reason why I am recording today is because,
Are restless. Yes.
my plans that I thought were going to take the whole day didn't at all.
Yes.
And a couple things fell through, and so I actually have some time today, which is wonderful. So I figured I would record, and I'd pick a game to do, and then tech issues happen and all that, which is stuff that I had to resolve anyways, as it turns out. So that's good, but...
How could
So
I
one thing that I don't like...
Spellcasters at the same time,
about this tutorial is they give you a caster like right away, but Purge is like a really shitty spell.
Notice that the currently selected units are displayed in the bottom middle portion of your screen.
So like there's not actually a relevant spell thing to do with it.
That it is the currently activated subgroup. You can switch between subgroups by pressing the tab key or left-clicking on one of the portraits that is not highlighted. This activates that subgroup and displays their spells in your command card.
How can I help? Build more burrows.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Are restless.
Yeah, so I can just the whole thing. Whoops.
I am the War Chief. Yes.
Your army has grown to such a large size that it now requires a portion of your income to sustain it. This maintenance cost is referred to as upkeep.
I am the War Chief. How can I help?
Alrighty.
Lokrigar. War Chief, we found where they're holding Grom, but the area is protected by fortified guard towers. Then destroy them. Hellscream must be freed.
Purge is just so bad.
How can I help?
I wish they gave you a caster in this level with like a relevant spell. Like I know why they give you Shaman, it's actually a lore thing, but
How can I help?
I don't know, I would have liked it a lot more if they gave you Witch Doctors.
The spirits are restless. War Chief. Yes.
Also, the unit priority, how they just kill casters, is like, yeah, those Shamans are just dead. Like, you either have to like not fight with them or they're just dead.
Yes. I am the War Chief. Ron, are you all right? I'm fine, little brother. Luckily, they only injured my pride. Great, because we're getting out of here now. We're leaving the human lands for good. Finally, follow me. I have an idea. We can set sail on the humans' own ships. Perfect. But we'll need to wait for the rest of the Horde. The Horde is assembled, War Chief. We await only your command.
Now, go, young thrall. Sail west to the lands of Kalimdor. It is there that you will find your destiny. It is there that your people's salvation will be assured.
So that's the tutorial. Nice and easy, quick and simple. Just 2 levels, but it makes Thrall start off in a much better place when you finally get to the Orc campaign. Third. For those who don't know, anybody who's familiar with WoW lore, everything that's happened up to this point in the Warcraft series, nobody knows about the Night Elves. Undead haven't really been a major role. They've kind of been part of the Undead. Death Knights, or they've kind of been part of the Orc Horde. Death Knights were with the Orcs in Warcraft 2, and in Warcraft 1 they were Necrolights, which are like Orc Shadow Council type warlock people who would raise skeletons. Yeah, so the Undead was like part of Orcs stuff. Lore-wise, it's actually still connected in an interesting way. But the Undead weren't their own thing yet until this game. And so we're gonna start the story of Arthas. You know WoW lore, you know who he is. If you don't, he's a very interesting character. A very, very interesting story. And yeah, so basically that was then like that tutorial was basically like, yeah, so the Orcs, like literally the Orcs just like leave the main continent and go to some other continent that apparently exists. The only reason that they think it might exist is because this old man told him to go. I mean, Thrall's a shaman, so he has a fair reason to believe him, but... So they leave, and that continent is where the Night Elves are. So the Night Elves have had nothing to do with any of the conflicts or anything up to this point in time. I mean, in the extended lore from way back before the shit that happened in Warcraft 1, they've had stuff to do. But as far as the games go, we have no idea that Night Elves exist. Yeah, so we'll start with the human campaign. Oh, and that was just Thrall's orcs that left. There are still definitely orcs here. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Lawless here, just doing a nice closing statement here. I would very much appreciate if you would like and subscribe my videos. I know every YouTuber says this, but it really truly makes a huge difference. So there's annotation up by the YouTube button that will subscribe. You can also go to my Twitter. There will be a link on that annotation as well. And there should be a link or annotation somewhere on this image slate for seeing the next video in this series. So thanks so much, and I hope to see you in the next video.